Hello my planner pals and welcome back. If you're new here, then thank you for joining me and giving me a try. My name is Di, I am here at Creative Common Design, and today I'm going to show you how you can use the stickers in Neon Lights. This is a book I got for $2 and it is from 2018. So let's go. Alright, so this book is, the clues in the name, neon colours. So it's neon-y and it's one of those that's like you're either going to love it or you're either going to hate it. But if you fall in between, how can you use the stickers? That's what we're talking about today. So all of these rectangular stickers, you can use them as is, or you can get a little bit of sticker paper and make them into a functional box by just putting a little bit of sticker paper in there. You just want it 1/4 inch smaller than the box. So these are 1.5 by 2.5 boxes. Just do it 1/4 inch smaller than that and you are good. This one, you could even cut into strips and use it as little strips. Same here. You could just cut it into a strip, use it as a header. This, you could cut off the top priority. You could cut off the AM, PM. You can just cut that off and you've got a regular box. You could cut it into header strips. So much you can do with these. These, if you don't like I don't like this font on here. If you don't like that, like me, then you could just take a little bit here and just use the little bullet instead. Just use it as a little like half circle bullet. So that's some ideas for those. These, I'm not fond of these like solid functional boxes. That's just me. I don't like these. What I will do is get a little bit again of sticker paper, put some sticker paper in there. Again, you're talking 3 inches by 2.5 inches. So again, about 1/4 to 1/2 inch shorter and narrower. And do that. You could also, if you don't like this, just put a little bit in like that, a little bit in like that, or a little bit in like that. And layer on some other stickers. These you could cut up into strips. So you could just cut them up into little header strips and just use them as strips. You could even cut them this way if you wanted, like if you were using them for the mini or something, you could cut them into little tiny boxes, little teeny tiny boxes. Again, we've got some vertical boxes. If you don't like them as vertical boxes, get yourself some sticker paper. Again, like if you don't like that, oh happy day. Some sticker paper in there and you're golden. Sticker paper, sticker paper, sticker paper. And it doesn't have to be this big. You can just use some smaller ones. Maybe you got a smaller bit and you want to use a smaller bit. This, if you liked the circle, but you didn't like the lines behind it, you could cut around the circle and just use the circle as a sticker. This one and this one, you can again cut into strips, either the long way or the short way into header or washi strips. You can cut all of these out. You could cut that way instead. Again, nice little strip of like a decorative strip. The to-do strips, I don't tend to use them vertically. I don't like them vertically. I tend to use them horizontally. That's how I like to use them, as again, a little decorative strip or a header strip or something like that. Again, same ideas here. Get your little sticker paper, put your sticker paper in there, cut them into strips. You could cut them into squares as well. That's another option. These circles, if you don't like what's in the circle, like celebrate, hooray, you can just get some white out and wipe those out, or you can get yourself a little dot and put the, again, sticker paper in there. Once you've used these, save the background, because the background will literally just be a strip of stickers, like a strip of a to-do list or something like that. You can just put down straight down on your paper. I like these, especially these. I like the flags. If these are too long for you and you don't like them, and they all say appointment, I don't know how many appointments they think we have, but you can just wipe that out. The other thing that you can do to get rid of the appointment bit is you can take the long, I'm going to call it the longness of this, cut, and then put it somewhere. I'm going to put it there, just as an example. Cut, and now you have a little box instead. You don't have to keep them the width that they are in the sticker book. And again, once you're done with all of the horizontal stickers on here, cut. I would cut right here. And then all you've got to do is peel off this backer paper. I'm just going to show you, because I've said this before and people are always like, how? Peel off the backer paper, and can you see how you've got a spot, the journaling spots or to-do lists or something, or it's a grocery list, and you can just put that straight down on your planner, on sticker paper, on a note page, whatever it is you're doing. I like them in my journal. Gratitude list. Same with this. This could just be the same. You take that whole strip of the backer paper off, and then you've got a whole strip. You don't have to keep the now and the later. White it out. Get yourself some white out and just white the sucker out. We've got some horizontal strips again here. You don't have to keep them the length that they are. You can cut them like this blue one here. You can cut it in half. If you like this kind of diagonal stripe, but you don't have enough to cover your spread, all you've got to do is cut it. All you got to do is cut it, and cut it lengthways, because this is like, I don't know what the width is on that. It's probably like 1/3 of an inch. It's not a quarter. I think it's about 1/3 of an inch. All you're going to do is cut it in half lengthways, and you've doubled the amount of stickers that you have on that page, right? Again, if you like this, but it's too long, cut it. You can also, with these, put a little flag at the end, put a little pointy flag at the end, or one of the ones where the point goes in. These little stars, you don't have to have horizontal. You could use those this way. You use those this way, vertically, and then have your to-do list, and these will be the bullets for your to-do list. We've already gone over those. These, I have a whole video about these little flags, and I will link that here, but I have a whole video about these, so you can go have a look at that. These, if you don't like what is on, like this says meeting, this says don't forget, all you got to do is cut it there, and then you've just got a regular little box. Again, don't forget, cut it. Love this, cut it. Cut the bit off that you don't need or want, because then you've just got a regular box. Love these. If you don't like what's on the thing, like but first, important, you got this, appointment. I'm just looking for one that I will probably not. Let's take this appointment sticker. So this one says appointment. I would probably, if I wasn't using it for an appointment, I would cut that as close as I can to the edge. And then I would just come in and layer it, because there's a little blue line there, and layer it as close as I could. And then I've got a regular little blue box. It's not taking that much off. It's not taking that much off. And again, once you're done, cut down, and then take the backer paper off and use it as a journaling list, a to-do list, or something list. Rainbows. Rainbows are fun. We've got 2 pages of these rainbows. Here's my tips for stuff like this. If you're going all in on a spread, and this would probably be St. Patrick's Day, Pride. Like, if you're going to go all in, go all in. Don't do anything half-assed. If I was using these, I would literally use the whole sheet on a spread. I would use a whole sheet of those on a spread. And the other thing to kind of mention, these are great to decorate, like between here, you can have them over the top of the numbers on your spread. You could also, for these, again, these go up against a box or something, up against a box, clearly not one with a flamingo in, but up against a box. If you don't like the cloud, cut the cloud off, and then you've got a whole other page that looks just like this. Now, the other thing I want you to remember is these are rainbows. Rainbows are half circles. And what are half circles? They're half of a full circle. So all you've got to do is take them, turn it, if I can get it off the page, turn it 180 degrees, and then line them up and create a full circle. And then you can just put a little journaling or whatever it is you have in that little circle. Again, I like these on the top of the page over the numbers. You can also just use these as a scallop, just put them closer together and use them as a border of a scallop. These little ones you could even use down like the sidebar as like your little to-do things for the week, your task list or your priority list. These just remind me of tattoos. They remind me of tattoos. I like the fact that they've mirrored them. So you've got some kind of curving that way and some curving this way. So that is excellent. If you were using these again, go all in. Don't just use two, use a lot, and pair them with these. Pair them with the other ones again. Pair the rainbows with the rainbows. Pair them with the things that go with it. Go all in on a theme. Don't just half-ass your theme. Go all in on it. I like these coming out the top of a box, coming out the bottom of a page. Again, between the dates at the top of the page, you can put them inside the box. So if I was using this, I could put it inside the box here. But lots of ways to use these little bits of decor. These are cute. Again, use them and go heavy on your spread. The other thing that I will say about these is because they're basically shapes, right? This is the ice cream. This is the cone. You could, if you're never going to do an ice cream spread, you've got some bullet points there. You've got some bullet points. You could even do it that way and you've got bullet points. I mean, that'd be a bit weird, but you could. You could. If you don't like the ice cream on this, you've got treat. You can just cut out treat. The other thing that you can cut out is eat. You. Cut out the sticker bit that you want and use that. These would be fantastic for Valentine's Day or anywhere around, you know, a love theme. But again, go all in on your theme. Use it with the decorative stickers that we've already seen that have lips and things on them. Again, the other thing that you can do if you're struggling to use this many lips, cut them, because then that looks just like a little, it almost looks like a flower bud, right? A little flower bud. And you can have a little flower bud as a to-do list. A little flowery to-do list. But yeah. Stars, same thing. You can use them as is around the decor of your page. You can cut them. And you've seen me do this a lot because I cut mine in half. If I'm doing a to-do list, I don't tend to have like a floating stars like this. I will cut them in half and use them like that. And just use a little, it's just like a little placeholder. I want to call it a little placeholder. So yeah, but again, go all in on the star theme. These, I don't like this shape. It annoys the crap out of me. If you don't like what is in here, get some white out, because who needs hooray in the middle of their sticker, or ugh, or nope? Who needs that in the middle of their stickers? You just don't. You don't, my friends. So the other thing that you can do is just layer it with another box. If you had, for example, one of these monthly boxes and you just put that on the corner of your monthly box, that's how you could use it. You could also just use it as a little call out on your other boxes. The other thing, if you're really struggling to use it, you can do this two ways. You can either cut it that way and have bullets like that, or you can cut it the other way. Let's do one of the pink ones this time, and I'm going to wipe that one out again as well, because we don't need that in the middle of the thing. And you can do fat ones. You can do fat ones. I actually quite like those if I'm doing like a top 3 or something. And if I was doing this, I wouldn't use this one and then this one. I would cut all of them and use, let's say I was doing these nope ones, I would use 3 of those, or I would use 3 of those. And here's the thing, you could even just keep that text in them. You don't have to take that out, because you can't tell that that says nope. You can't tell that that says nope. It's just got writing in it. So yeah, you got options for those. The other thing that you could do, now that I think about it, is if you had the little dots, the little washi dots, I'm thinking of these, like the little tiny dots. If you had those, what you could do is, I'm going to take this one, wipe that bit out, and then put a little dot there, and then have your task in there, and then that be your little checklist that you come in and you check off that you've done it. Option. Again, lots of options there. Exactly the same. Exactly the same. And these use whatever. Use whatever. If I was using these, I would probably cut the hashtag off and just use the hashtag somewhere. These I like. They're on paper, so if you don't like what's in there, you can just white out what's in there. And if you haven't seen my tip on that, you just take your ruler. I'm going to take, I like all of those in there. But if you didn't like what was in there, you would just take your ruler and then line it up, and then use the ruler as a line so that you stayed within the box and you didn't go all wonky and off to one side. We've already talked about these, but if you're struggling to use them, get a little bit of sticker paper, put your sticker paper in there. You could also just cut them up like that, use them as little half bullets. You could cut them up there if you didn't want any of the text. These are cute. These are the monthly boxes. That's a monthly box. Those 4 are monthly boxes. These are squares. If you're struggling to use them, again, take one of these and put it on the corner. I have a video about monthly boxes, so I will leave that in the notes. But yeah, just take one of these, put it on the corner. You could cut that off either that way and have a box there, or that way and just have a vertical box there. This, all you got to do is cut that bit and you got a box. Same there, cut that bit, you've got a box. If you wanted to make one of these a monthly box, then all you got to do is just cut the notch out of there, and then it's a monthly box. The other thing that you can do is get yourself some sticker paper. Just put your sticker paper in there, and again, same with that, like a regular sticker paper. These I like, but if you wanted more of a functional thing, again, just take a little bit of sticker paper or a circle sticker. Like if you have one of those and you put a little circle on top. Yep. Not today. Right? If that feels weird still, then cut around the circle and just use the circle, or just cut around the heart and use the heart. Again, we've gone over those. These ones you can actually just cut up into strips and have them as header strips as an option. This one says celebrate the little things, put some paper in there, put some paper in there. These, again, put your little sticker paper in there. These I love. I love that they're just a little bit shorter, narrower than regular boxes. The hexagons here, you can use them as is, or again, you can just put a little sticker paper on. Those will be good for covering the corner of your boxes. Again, if you're going to use one on a page, repeat it somewhere else. Don't just use one. Use 3 or 4, and preferably an odd number. Preferably an odd number, just so they don't look weird. I like putting them on the edge of the boxes. So if I was like using this one, like yellow, for example, then I would put it, my preference is there. I would put it on the border of the box just to fancy up, just to fancy it up a little bit. Fancy it up a little bit. Stick. Same with those, and these you could actually use to redate your planner. So if you were like me, redating a planner for next year, you could just put those stickers on over the top of these and then just put new numbers in the top. Always a good thing to do with those. And remember that your squares don't have to be squares. You could turn them this way and use them as a diamond. Some circle stickers. I think I've talked about circle stickers before. I think. Again, with the washi, you don't have to use it this way. You can use it horizontally. It's harder with hearts, but it is doable. It is doable. And again, if you don't like the 6 things that are on there, you're like, I don't like 6. 6 is not my number. You can just cut one off and do 5. You don't have to keep the 6 or just a top 3. You could get 2 stickers out of this if you were just doing top 3s. Same thing. Love the little icons. And again, those are the things that you can put in on those little speech bubble stickers. This you could split up into 2 stickers. You've got one that says hello, and then one that is just like a functional box, or you could do it that way. You've got a vertical box and you've got a vertical box. Same with this. If you don't like the silver, then just cut that bit off. Or if you like the silver but you don't like the rest, you could cut this off, and then that would be the thing that you could put on top of one of these to use as a functional box. Like if you wanted that as a functional box, well, there's your sticker paper for it. Just cut it a little shorter and you're good. Again, just cut that off. You got a sticker, you got a sticker, you got a sticker, you got options. You got options. These I like. I just don't like the fact that they've got the lines on, because now I can't use them that way. But the arrows I like. Again, for me, they're more of a draw attention to this thing. You can use them, again, sticking out the side of a box. Like I have this one sticking out the side of a box. You can use them the other way, sticking this way into the box. You can use them on, you could use them as a to-do list. And if you were doing a to-do list, I recommend cutting them up. And I would cut these up this way, like that, so that you've got a tiny little arrow, like a tiny straight line on the arrow, and that would be your bullet. And then on the other side, you've just got a little nubbin, a little nubbin. Because then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You've got 24. You've got 12 in a to-do list. You've got 2 to-do lists there. Exactly the same. These, remember, again, you don't have to keep them as is. If these are too long for you, you've got options. The first thing that I will suggest, if this is too long, you just cut this here and you don't have the paper clips on it. You can just do that. Again, squeeze the day, you can cut it there, you've got a regular box. The other thing that you can do is cut it. Let's say you wanted this here. Cut it, layer this part on top of here, and then you're good. The other thing that you can do is, let's say you had this appointment sticker and you wanted an appointment, or I'll tell you what is better for this, the longer ones, wherever they were. You could take one of these and put those on top of here, and then you could make 2 boxes, one here and one here. These, you can just cut off the little thing here. Just cut that off. You got a regular appointment sticker. And you can use the little end somewhere else. Exactly the same. You got a sticker there. You got a sticker there, and you got a sticker there. And you can cut this up even further and you can get 3 or 4 stickers out of this one. At least 3 or 4. Again, with this, you can cut this there. You could cut it there. You could use the header stickers to create boxes from this. So many ideas. Oh, I love these. I love these. I really like these. Now, these can be used a couple of ways. You can use them as is. You can make a little checklist with them. You can use them as little decoration bits all over your page. Again, usually in the top of your page near the dates. You can use them like confetti. You could use them as a little strip across the page, like a little decorative strip. So many ways to use those. Love those. And you could also, if you wanted to get double the amount and you really wanted to get into the nitty-gritty, you can cut them in half and use them as little half bullets. If I'm doing a list in my wellness planner, that's usually what I like to do, just to make them go a little further. If I'm doing that, I cut them in the page so that I'm not wasting my time. But yeah, that's how I would use all of the stickers in the neon lights. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you next time, my planner pals. Bye!